I want to make sure I hear what you're saying. Are you saying that the previous regime became comfortable with that type once they won and got to a college football playoff with that type of quarterback? They became comfortable feeling like we can do this or we can duplicate this without going after the big time quarterbacks. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, it went from Squid Games in the quarterback room with me, Ev, and Brandon, and Deshaun, and Tommy Reese, and Hendricks, to workaholics with a bunch of coworkers that were just happy for each other and friends that were cool with nobody being better than the other. And unfortunately, that deflated the expectation of the room, where there was nobody to chase.
Mm,
There was nobody to chase. Ian was just sitting there, and Phil had a potential, but Phil's whole thing was you know, a different route. But that could have restarted the room. Somebody got to not be liked in the room. If I was Steve,
mm.
I would have taken the approach of, I don't like Sam Hartman.
Break that down for the fans because I kind of like that. I kind of like that. You said somebody in the room has to be disliked.
Yeah, like it happens every year. When my first year, in my opinion, it was Tommy, even though it was a little buddies with Hendrix and all that, but they didn't feel like they could overtake Tommy. I felt like I could overtake Tommy. So I didn't like
Mm-hmm.
Tommy. But watch him, and it made me better and all of that thing. And then, Ev came back, and Ev is his own cat, just on and off the field in general. So you're gonna love or hate Ev, which is a great thing for the room, because I loved Ev as a teammate from his unwillingness to uh, not push it to the edge. He was
Yeah.
talented. He played well. We had kind of similar games, so it was always trying to find the edge over a guy that he had aspirations himself. He wanted to be best quarterback in the country, all of that stuff too. So that was a good motivation in the room for me and Deshaun and Brandon and all of that. And then we had our years, me and Deshaun, where we wasn't the best of friends, but it was good for the room in terms of it was only two ways it could go. You either going this way or we
Mm-hmm.
going this way. It can't work both ways. That's just not the environment at that position. And then so it goes through its transition, but through all of that, you get the undefeated season, and then you get 4 years of Ian with potentials of playoff hopes and champ. So through all of what we went through, you get Ian, and you get a nice 4 years. But after Ian, it was just back to deflated.